Okay, Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. We're at the NAN Center, and I'm talking to two attorneys. Okay, care to introduce yourself?
Please, this is my wife, Christina, Bennett, Pennington, and I'm Scott Pennington.
Okay, and today you had a forum about expungement. Do it really work?
Expungement, sure, yeah. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of clients over the years who have had expungements completed. And as far as the law is concerned, it's specifically stated that once an expungement is approved, the individual who's gotten expungement
Sure.
can legally say to the world, I was never arrested, I was never convicted. As far as the world's concerned, it never happened.
Clean the record, total clean.
Well, I won't call it cleaning the record, but the record is actually sealed away. That's what the term expungement means. They seal it into a special place so that if anybody in the public goes to a judicial entity, a court or something, or a police department, and asks for the information about that person, the only response that that entity is allowed to give legally is to say, there's no record found.
So that wouldn't stop, so they'd be able to get a job and things of that nature.
Would have no impact.
Right, no impact. Let me ask you, okay, who actually qualified for expungement? Like if someone did, let's say, 10 years in jail, couldn't they come and get an expungement after they got out of jail? Or?
A person who does 10 years in jail, I would have reservations about saying that they would get an expungement because that sounds like something that was really serious. For example, robbery cannot be expunged.
Okay.
Arson can't be expunged. Homicide, except for vehicular homicide, can't be expunged. So it's something so serious that requires 10 years in jail.
Yes.
It's an impossibility. Now, I've represented people in the past who have actually served time, and we were able to get them their convictions expunged. But it depends. The deciding factor is not whether they did jail time or how much they did. It's the type of offense that they've been convicted of.
Okay.
And how much time has elapsed since the conviction was handed down and the sentence was completed.
Okay.
In the old days, it was 10 full years, but recent legislation in New Jersey has rolled it back to where the standard time period is 5 years.
Okay.
And I would add that if there was a sentence that was ridiculous, that had something to do with marijuana possession, now since marijuana has been legalized for recreational use for adults over the age of 21, even if there was a long printed sentence in prison, that could still be expunged.
Okay. So none of the real serious crimes can actually be expunged.
Some can.
Some can.
Kidnap cannot, arson cannot, anarchy cannot. As I said, all of the homicides except for vehicular homicide cannot.
And perjury cannot.
Perjury cannot. Robbery cannot. So there's a list of at least a dozen or so offenses that cannot, but anything else pretty much is fair game.
Okay. All right. And what is the time frame that if a person is pursuing to get their case expunged, what is the time frame?
Well, if they've been arrested and it's been dismissed, they can get it expunged immediately. It's called an expedited expungement. That's done in municipal court and superior court. If it's an indictable offense, meaning a first degree through fourth degree, then those applications can go in 5 years after their sentence is completed. So if they had probation, after their fines are made, the clock starts ticking from there, 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And non-indictable offenses, which we call disorderly persons offenses or petty disorderly persons offenses, the clock starts ticking after 5 years of completing a sentence or a fine.
Oh.
And there's one caveat, one exception. If a person goes through a diversion, such as pretrial intervention or something like that, well then what happens is you go through PTI is what it's called. Once you complete the PTI program, and the matter is dismissed at the end of the completion of the PTI, 6 months after the dismissal, you can go ahead and apply for the expungement.
Okay.
So that's one exception.
Oh, all right. And or in terms of costs, which I talked to that group earlier about, what is the actual economic cost? What is the money?
Well, the state of New Jersey used to charge $75 for expungement applications to the state. They now do not charge anything to people who want to apply for expungements. So if people are going to apply for expungements and do it themselves, or, do it through maybe a help of an ombudsman, that is no cost to them at all. If they're gonna do it through an attorney,
Sure.
attorneys, various private attorneys have various rates. Sometimes people have one charge in one town they need expunged, and sometimes they have multi-county and town charges. So of course, those are more pricey because there's more work involved.
Should a person use an attorney?
Oh,
I
come on,
think
you
so. Yeah.
that's like asking
Yeah.
a baker to eat cupcakes.
Absolutely.
I think I should use that low blow. Should a person use it?
Yeah, part of the reason they should use an attorney is because often, even though they have laser focus on this one thing that they need to get expunged,
That's right.
they don't include everything. They don't include that fight with their roommate in college that was dismissed, and everything must go on the application. I tell people, if your grandmama beat you, it better be on the application, because if you don't have it on the application, people will think that you lied.
Right.
And if you're not being honest, what's one of the things you can't get expunged? Perjury. So frown on dishonesty.
All right. Okay, well, let me ask you this here as we conclude. How would they contact you guys if someone wanted an expungement and they wanted to get some information? Can you guys give me your address or your telephone number or Facebook or whatever?
Of course, our firm name is Bennett, Pennington. We are in South Orange, New Jersey at 76 South Orange Avenue, Suite 108. And we are accessible by bus, by train, of course, by car. And we have a website which has more information, and our telephone number is 973-763-7190. And we would love to help the community. That's why we're here today.
Okay. Thank you. Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Goodbye.
Thank you.